fellow griefers and trolls. Eric the Plague Doctor, 981YT here, and beekos. Welcome back to more Elder Scrolls Online, my favorite multiplayer game of all time. So, in the last one, we discovered that Cadwell is the betrayer that the necromancers of Euraxia are trying to raise. For what reason, we will find out. I actually don't quite remember the reason why they're raising it, but we also fought back against said necromancers in Riverhold, and fought back against a dragon. So yeah, let's talk to Abner Tharn and see what he has to say for us today.
My half-sister continues to be an embarrassment to our family name. The time has come to deal with Euraxia. Permanently.
Permanently? You mean you want to kill your own sister?
Half-sister. And yes, if it comes to that. Euraxia conquered Rimmen without authorization. She oppressed the Khajiit, unleashed hordes of undead, and made a deal with the dragons. If we don't depose her, I hate to imagine what she'll do next.
Do we have the forces to make a direct assault on the palace?
Said anything about a direct assault? Subterfuge is called for. I suggest a small group slip into the palace, locate Euraxia, and remove her from the throne by any means necessary. Talk to Garesh Reed. He knows someone who can get us inside.
I'll speak to Lord Reed.
Like most of Abner Tharn's plans, it is both brilliant and daring. If it has any chance to succeed, however, we need a way to get a small force into the palace without being seen. Luckily, I may have an answer.
So what's your idea for getting us into the palace without alerting Euraxia?
The former custodian of the palace, he knew the place like the back of his paw. Remarkably, he survived Euraxia's conquest and the purge of the royal family. And he should be able to provide us with an unseen path into the palace.
Who is this custodian and where do I find him?
He served as Castellan for Rimmen Palace under King Hamilcar. You can find Eneshi southeast of here, where he now cares for a shrine to the ancient hero Kunzari. Learn what he knows. Then meet the rest of the strike force in Rimmen.
I'll head to the shrine and talk to Eneshi. Alright. Of course it's all the way over there. Can never be close, can it? Let's get our mount. to drop. Let's find another way around. This works. Look, there's a public dungeon nearby.
I decided to join you. Aneshi deserves to hear that I still live in my own words.
Welcome to Aneshi. Old Aneshi doesn't get many visitors, friend. Few find much comfort in the ancient tales of Gunzari during these trying times. Wait. Aneshi recognizes your friend. He's grown now, more serious. But this one knows Princess Kamira Baijod.
She's Queen Kamira now, and she remembers you too. We need your help.
Aneshi's beloved wife, Zaima, worked with the militia for a time after we avoided Euraxia's purge of the palace. Passed along information until the Euraxians caught her. They killed her in the palace courtyard. If Aneshi can help, he will do so.
We're going to assault the Rimmen Palace, but we need a way to slip inside without being spotted.
Then you need to enter the palace crypts. A forgotten passage in the crypts leads to the royal kitchens. Aneshi will write down directions to where he hid his master key. The key opens a door in the sewer under the palace that leads to the crypts.
I'll take the directions and go find your master key.
Jode above. Old Aneshi can hardly believe his eyes. Princess Kamira.
It is truly me, Castellan. But I am Queen Kamira now. We will throw the usurper from my father's throne.
We stay close to the castle. Zaima, my brave and beloved wife, she passed information.
Okay, so I'm expecting a boss fight with either Zumag Foom or Euraxia. Probably the former. Because after complete Northern Elsewhere, we still have Southern Elsewhere's questline to do.
Dragon King of Cats has come to lead us. Do you hear it? The roar of the first cat on the wind. You will become a believer soon enough.
Bitch.
Five Claw, over here. Tharn wants to speak to you.
I may not have figured out Chimera's true identity, but things have been hectic since I met her. Zamorak, though, he was easier to surmise. I recognized the bearing of the King's Claw the moment I saw him. Did you find us a way into the palace?
The old Castellan suggests we go through the crypts. He gave us the master key.
The crypts? So that means another delightful trek through the sewers. The overwhelming stench of excrement still lingers from our last visit. Ah well. I have another task for you to deal with first, however.
What do you need to do?
The siege weapons aimed down into the city. We need to disable them before Euraxia realizes she's under attack, or she'll destroy Rimmen just to spite us. Meet Nalado and destroy 2 of the installations. Chimera will take care of the 3rd.
You think Zamorak was the King's Claw?
Just thinking out loud. A habit I acquired during my time in the archives at White Gold Tower. Zamorak once served as a royal protector. Bearing and the way he hobbed Chimera, he had to be one of the King's Claws. It's quite obvious.
If you say so, I'll go help Captain Naladu destroy the siege weapons.
Captain Nalado's waiting for you near the siege weapons. Work with her to put them out of commission. Once the weapons go up in flames, we'll head out and rendezvous with you at the sewer entrance.
Won't that also alert Euraxia to our presence?
Counting on it. After you and Nalado destroy the 2 platforms and Chimera deals with the 3rd, Euraxia will order her troops into the streets to defend the city. That will mean fewer soldiers inside the palace to hamper our assault.
What are you going to do while Naladu, Chimera, and I deal with the siege weapons?
Zamorak, Cadwell, and I will make our way to the sewers and deal with any Euraxians stationed there. Can't have them raise an alarm and alert my half-sister to our true intentions. Are you insinuating that my contributions are lacking?
Not at all! You did plenty when you set the dragon free.
Very clever. At least you waited to throw that in my face. As you well know, it was never my intention to loose the dragons on elsewhere. I wasn't even aware of their presence in the halls of Colossus. Despite your jibe, I will fix this. Count on it.
So it looks like I need to go back into the city. Fun times.
I'll get to the far bastion. Best we don't travel together.
Rejoice! Alkosh has come to save us. You have nothing to fear now. Alkosh has returned. You need not fear the divine.
Fair to say, but Akatosh, stupid Khajiit, is not returning.
I hope to be done here soon.
Five Claw, good, good. We have work to do.
Are you ready to disable the siege weapons and wreak some more havoc?
I'm ready. What's the plan?
The soldier guarding the gate to the south weapons platform appears bored. This one plans to give her something to get excited about. When she leaves her post, slip through the gate and set fire to the siege weapons. Be quick, 5 Claw.
There's only a single soldier guarding the south weapons.
At the gate, yes. This one observed a few more soldiers on the platform, but not many. The usurper queen feels secure in Rimmen. We're about to change that. After this one deals with the soldier, I will move on to the north platform. Meet me there.
Alright, I'll go set fire to the siege weapons on the south platform.
Watch as Nalado becomes a sleek Euraxian soldier. Oh, how do they see with this thing on? Garashi has been spotted in the market. Hurry!
Finally, some action!
Aha, you dumb bitch.
Nalado will deal with the soldier. Oh, this one can't wait to get out of this dungy armor. The south platform is under attack.
Stupid cats! Wait, I better warn my lieutenant first.
Oh, yeah, get her, bitch.
Go, destroy the siege weapons. Nalado will clean up this.
Torch it! Light it up!
This way!
We should be able to watch Queen Carmira destroy the far platform from over here. She did it! Now let's meet the others at the sewer entrance.
seriously not gonna let us... right here.
Come the others now.
There are too
A
many.
queen should not rush into danger. It is unseemly. This one should be at her side to keep her safe. Nalado will follow orders, though. We must make our way through the crypts and into the palace before Chimera gets into too much trouble, yes?
Is it really a good idea to split up our party?
Mira is queen now. This one must do as she says. There are dangers ahead, regardless of whether we stick together or not. But we have a better chance of reaching the Usurper Queen if we approach from multiple directions.
Chimera can handle herself, and she will be with Abner Tharn.
Yes, and if anything happens to our new queen, this one will have Tharn's head on a platter. We waste too much time, Five Claw. Are you ready to enter the sewers and find the door to the crypts?
Let's go find the Crypt Door.
I'll scout ahead! Tally-ho!
Everyone, unsheathe your claws.
There is the door to the crypts. Let us see if the master key still works. This one hasn't visited these crypts in a long, long time. Wait. This is the Royal Crypt, but it has been disturbed. They took his body. They desecrated the king's grave. And from the looks of it, the queen's and Chimera's siblings as well.
Why would Euraxia dig up the royal family?
Zamorak has no clue. This Royal Crypt was prepared when King Hemakar ascended to the throne and married Queen Numara. Why inter the bodies and then dig them up 6 years later?
Could it have been Zumag Fum, or one of his necromancers?
Dark moons. This one hopes that is not the case. To even think such a thing makes Zamorak's fur stand on end. We should hurry and find Chimera. Find the queen. We need to find a way into the palace, and quickly.
Euraxia not only murdered our king and queen, she desecrated their graves! She's a...
We can reach the royal chambers through the Chapel of the Guiding Moons and...
Euraxia doesn't want to be disturbed.
The guiding moons is just ahead. It's the necromancer, Zumag Foom. They locked us in.
Queen Euraxia will be delighted to hear that we have guests.
Oh, look, more cats. I do adore flaying and then roasting the nasty creatures.
If you'll excuse us, we have another member of your party to deal with.
I'm of two minds. I want to watch your cadavers tear these cheeky mudcrabs apart, but I also want to deal with my inferior duplicate. What to do, what to do.
Leave the door to Zamarak. This one will make an exit.
More undead!
Go! Zamarak will guard the palace.
Go left while this one goes right. We'll meet in the royal chambers.
Help! They're going to destroy me!
Destroy you? No, we're simply going.
We will transfer your duplicate's animosity. But our time with Queen Euraxia has reached its end. Come along.
Please, not like this. Try smashing these glass baubles. Yes. Well, that wasn't pleasant. You go on. I'll be along in a snap.
There. Make haste. Euraxia is in the palace courtyard with Mulamnir. Be cautious. We need to know what Euraxia and the drowning before we...
The moon gate you seek lies to the southwest. Zumag Foom has the key. Now, about my request.
The necromancers have already agreed to serve Calgrontid. You no longer interest us, Euraxia Tharn.
How dare you! We had a deal! What's this now? My incompetent half-brother and... Aha! The lost princess returns. Galador! Here. Your parents have missed you so, princess. Just die!
I'll take down that shield. You deal with the undead. The shield is down.
I'll destroy you all! The runes of oblivion shield me!
Saying, bitch.
We can mourn Naladun later. I need to see the throne.
Once this all began, I knew Euraxia would need to be dealt with. But sending Chimera's murdered parents against us... Death was too easy an end for my half-sister. I'm concerned that the dragons continue to work with the necromancers, though.
You don't have any regrets about killing your sister.
Half-sister. And do I really seem like the sentimental type to you? Euraxia may be gone, but Mulamnir mentioned his leader, Calgrontid. He said the necromancers were helping them, and Euraxia said something about a moon gate to the southwest.
Maybe Chimera or Garishri can tell us about this moon gate.
Perhaps. The next queen of Anequina said there's no time to mourn the dead, but I worry what happened here could affect her judgment. Let's get to the throne room and try to figure out why the dragons need necromancers and a moon gate.
Might actually be nearing the end of Northern Elsewhere. And in the next video we can start things up in Southern.
We will deal with the fallen later. I fear more pressing matters must concern us now. May the dark take Euraxia! She sent my own parents against us, and killed the brave and honorable Nalado! But no time to mourn. We must determine what the dragons seek at the ancient moon gate.
Those were your and a dude being your.
Not praise me how I am the and have the luxury or the time to grieve. Five Claw. Those were not my parents. They were animated husks, nothing more. And I will remember Nalado's sacrifice after.
After what?
After we finish saving Elsewhere from the dragons. You are still with me in this, Five Claw. You and Abner Tharn both. We ended one threat, but two more remain. I will go on without you, but I would rather have you at my side for what is to come.
I'm with you. How do we stop the dragons?
The war is far from over. Even a queen needs to consult with such learned personages as Garishri and Abner Tharn every now and then. Take this in recognition of your efforts on our behalf, Five Claw. Then talk to Garishri. I need to think. This throne. For too long, a tyrant has sat upon it. But now...
The men must recognize you as the heir of Anequina. But the people already cheer your name. A word, Five Claw.
Finally, this palace is a labyrinth. Did I miss anything?
Alright, let's talk to Lord Garishri and see what's
Chimera's
next.
parents would be proud of how she has stepped forward in these dark times. I am proud of her. While Chimera gathers her thoughts, the rest of us have work to do. Tell me, what happened in the palace?
We killed Euraxia, but Naladu died, and the Dragromancers are still working together.
Bring news both welcome and grim. But we can neither celebrate a victory nor mourn the good captain on later, I fear. We need to determine why the dragons are willing to associate with wielders of dark magic.
I heard them mention a moon gate to the southwest. Calgrontid seems interested in the place.
Could they be interested in the moon gate of Anequina? It lies in that direction. I wonder if this pertains to Euraxia's final order. A soldier mentioned it after we captured her, but she refused to elaborate. Maybe you can help Tharn find out more.
I'll help Tharn determine the significance of Euraxia's final order.
Even now, Abner Tharn searches through the documents in the royal study, seeking information concerning this final order. Despite his show of indifference, Euraxia was his half-sister. Her death is bound to affect him. I suggest that you tread warily.
You're worried about Abner Tharn.
Worried? No. That would imply I had any feelings toward the man whatsoever. I'd say I'm more concerned that his nonchalant attitude toward his sister's death might be hiding his true emotions. I trust that he's here to help, but he's still a Tharn.
When you look at the world as lines on a map, it all seems so small and insignificant. I was trying to determine the meaning of this document, but so far the secret eludes me.
I came to offer my help. Did you find out anything about Euraxia's final order?
I found a letter, but it's not complete. Looks like a scribe's dictation. I've been searching for more, but I haven't made much progress through the royal stacks. With your help, perhaps the search will go more quickly.
Tell me more about the dictated letter you found.
It alludes to an order Euraxia was preparing to deliver shortly before our assault on the palace. It mentions a Captain S, the Cygnus Irregulars, and a favor for the dragons, but gives no indication as to who they are or what the favor might be.
About your half-sister.
We did what had to be done. Think no more about it. If you hadn't ended Euraxia, I certainly would have. Now, look around and see if you can find anything pertaining to this unfinished letter. I'm sure it refers to Euraxia's final order.
I'll see what I can find.
This study contains documents from when the Khajiit ruled Rimmen, as well as papers that cover the span of Euraxia's rule. So many, many papers. She was a prolific writer, I'll give her that. At least she didn't destroy her files before she died.
What should I be looking for?
Anything pertaining to this so-called final order. While we're looking around, let's see if we can find anything that mentions the the necromancers, or anything significant. Who knows? We might uncover something unexpectedly cool. Controlled dragons? What folly. But what was that about killing the last? Old Khajiit legends and rumors of a last dragon guard. Intriguing. Captain Sorlinia. That must be Captain S. And the Cygnus Irregulars are Imperial troops under the command of Prefect Kalo at Sandswirl Manor. I think you found everything I need to fill in the blanks. Let's talk. The documents you uncovered allow me to make sense of this unfinished dictation. I believe I now know the contents of Euraxia's final order.
So what was her final order?
Euraxia ordered Captain Sorlinia to assassinate a dragon guard in an effort to appease the dragons. Sorlinia plans to commandeer as many additional soldiers as necessary from Prefect Kalo at Sandswirl Manor and retrieve a report.
Dragon Guard? I don't understand.
Neither do I, at least not fully. The Dragon Guard were the sworn protectors of the Imperial Emperor. At least they were until they fell out of favor. Euraxia has ordered her assassins to murder what she claims to be the last Dragon Guard.
The last?
Don't ask me. The Dragon Guard I knew failed to protect the potentates and were disbanded in disgrace. They claimed to have descended from legendary Akaviri dragon hunters. But that's all it was. A legend. We need to get to Sandswirl Manor.
I'll head to Sandswirl Manor and find the Prefect Kalo as soon as I can.
We can't take any chances. Euraxia's final order directs her assassins to murder the last Dragon Guard. If the dragons consider this threat real, we need it on our side. Meet me west of the city, on the outskirts of Sandswirl Manor.
Do you know anything about Captain Solania or Prefect Kalo?
Kalo is mentioned in Garesh Rhee's intelligence reports. He commands a garrison of troops in an estate seized when they conquered the region. As for Sorlinia, I've never heard of her. But an assassination squad, they're never a good thing.
Are the people of Rimmen cowards?
They're just afraid, Kamira. Remember, the dragons still darken the skies overhead.
Thankfully, this isn't that far away. It's just outside the city.
An Imperial garrison housed in a Khajiiti estate. My half-sister spared no expense, I see. Prefect Kalo commands a full complement of soldiers, mostly seasoned the Nibonese mercenaries that make up Euraxia's main forces. Its Solinia and her assassination squad is here as well, so I advise caution.
Think we'll have to fight our way in?
I prefer to avoid bloodshed, of course, but these are enemy forces. We must do what we must to complete our mission. I'll work my way down from the upper levels of the house. Find your own entrance and we'll meet somewhere inside.
Alright, I'll meet you inside the house.
Try not to alert the entire garrison to our presence, and keep an eye out for Captain Solinia or anything related to Euraxia's final order. We need to deter where the assassination squad plans to strike if we're going to save the dragon.
Looks like this way in over here is our only option.
One of Kalo's pet cats. Time to make me a fur coat. One of Kalo's pet cats. Time to make me a fur coat. One of Kalo's pet cats.
What?
Time to make me a fur coat. One of Kalo's pet cats. Time to make me a fur coat.
How good of you to join me. Let's talk. We need to speak quickly. I doubt I'll remain undiscovered for very long.
You really like to show off your magic, don't you?
This projection, a simple spell. Nothing to it, really. But that's not what I want to discuss. I'm hiding in an empty servant's quarters at the moment. I discovered that Prefect Kalo is no longer in charge here. In fact, he's been arrested.
Why would the Euraxians arrest one of their own officers?
That's the thing. Prefect Kalo isn't really one of the Euraxians. His cohort of Imperials accompanied my half-sister into Rimmen, but he's been a vocal opponent of her coup and subsequent claim of rulership. Apparently, he refused another order.
Where are they holding the prefect?
Kalo's probably being held on one of the lower levels. See if you can find him. He should be able to tell us more about the Dragon Guard and Solinia's orders. Wait a moment. I'm about to have company. I'll find my way to you as soon as I can.
Alright, I'll try to find the prefect.
Interesting. You're not one of Euraxia's mercenaries. I'm Prefect Kalo, commander of the Cygnus Irregulars. And you're that outsider working with the Khajiit militia. I expected you hours ago. Well, let's not dawdle. You have an assassination squad to stop, I assume, so if you'd open my cell?
How do you know who I am?
It's elementary. I pay attention to every significant event that occurs in the region. Comes with my job description. I have agents, spies, and informers from Riverhold to Rimmen. The dossier on you could choke a Wamasu. Now, about this door?
First, tell me why they locked you in that cell.
I'm an imperial without an emperor. My cohort was assigned to accompany Euraxia on a fact-finding mission. She turned to conquest. I tried to temper her more violent tendencies, but her mercenaries outnumber my mercenaries by a wide margin.
So why lock you up now?
I refused a direct order. Wouldn't give Solinia my soldiers or my file on the last Dragon Guard. So, here I am. How about this? You can find a copy of the report in my office. If the information it contains helps you, then come back and set me free.
You seem unusually willing to cooperate with an ally of the rightful Khajiit Queen.
I'm a reasonable man. I have no great love for this land, but neither want to see it destroyed. Dragons were the last straw. In other words, this is me making a stand. You can find a copy of the Dragon Guard report in my office upstairs. I see you finished the report. Now we can continue our conversation without being separated by those inconvenient bars.
Ah, there you are. And I see you've captured Prefect Kalo. Presume he surrendered without a fight?
Don't look so shocked. My irregulars are very good at what they do. It was simple enough for them to sneak in and set me free. Now, what did you learn from the report? Anything that will help us stop Captain Solinia and her assassination squad?
Us? Why would you want to help stop the assassination of the Dragon Guard?
As I said, we were willing participants in Euraxia's conquest of Northern Elsewhere. My irregulars did as little as possible to advance her agenda, and we worked to sabotage it as often as not. Besides, have you forgotten about the dragons? The dragons won't stop after they kill or subjugate the Khajiit. We're in as much danger as everyone else. If Lord Garesh-Ri pardons my soldiers, we'll help fight the dragons. But we're going to need the Dragon Guard. Do you know where he is?
The report suggests the last Dragon Guard is hiding in an Akaviri shrine in the Scar.
Grand Chancellor, I propose that you get Garesh-Ri to pardon the Cygnus Irregulars so we can form an alliance.
An alliance? Interesting. Comrades would be helpful in the battles to come. I'll return to Rimmen, plead Kalo's case, and send someone to help you. Meanwhile, I suggest you start your search for the shrine at the Stitches.
You know, it honestly annoys me how much the terrain here and elsewhere changes. I'm probably going the wrong way. Or not. There's a sky shard over here. Don't mind if I do. Okay, so it looks like they're up there by that house. How the fuck do we get up there? Way shrine over here first. Zamarak.
Tharn sent Zamarak to assist you against the Euraxian officers Saulinia and her assassins. The locals say that a group matching their description passed through here a short time ago. Tharn explained that we seek a hidden Akaviri shrine.
Solania has orders to kill someone they believe is the last Dragon Guard.
Saulinia. The assassin who murdered King Hemekar and Queen Numara. Zamorak heard that name often on the day of Euraxia's coup. Perhaps this one can finally get justice for the royal family.
Did you face Captain Solinia back then?
No. Zamorak was guarding Kamira that day. We were far from the palace. Anyway, this one learned that the local crime lord provided Saulinia with guides who know the scar well. We must hurry if we hope to catch them.
Let's go stop the assassination
The
squad.
scar can be a treacherous place, Five Claw, even without the addition of a Nibonese assassination squad. We need to hurry, but we should also proceed with caution.
Okay, now where to? Okay, it's not too terribly far away, that's good.
You have something?